It's time now for latest in local news. In the news, Jesup City Commissioners met Thursday morning in executive session for about 40 minutes before returning to regular session, announcing once again that no action was taken. Former Jesup Police Chief Mike Lane's grievance hearing is set for this coming Monday, March 15th at 9:30 a.m. at the Craig Williams Recreation Center. WIFO has learned who the representing attorneys will be, as the city will be represented in the hearing by Jim Elliott, an attorney out of Valdosta, Georgia. He's with the law firm Elliott, Blackburn, and Gooding. He's been in practice since 1995, also a priest in an Episcopal church in Valdosta. He'll be handling the city's case at the grievance hearing. He was present Thursday at the city's executive session. Mike Lane's attorney will be Hugh McCullough out of Glenville, Georgia. Once again, the hearing is set for Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. It is an open session, first come, first seats available in the community center. City Clerk Rose Jackson assured us that there's a section reserved for local media, so WFFM will be on hand at the grievance hearing. We'll have full reports on our local newscast beginning next week. Once again, former Chief Mike Lane has requested the hearing after being terminated from his employment as chief by the city. Vote by the City Council was unanimous at 6-0. This grievance hearing is like a mini trial with opening statements and witness testimony. A couple of differences. One is that the decision by the grievance committee is final, as they serve as both judge and jury. Another difference is that grievance committee members can ask questions during the hearing, whereas in a court of law, jurors remain silent unless they send a judge the note when they retire to the deliberation room. Members of the city's grievance committee, which was just updated recently by the city commission, who work diligently on all their committee appointments. Again, members on the grievance committee from District 1, Richard Darden, District 2, Alma Gibbs, District 3, Jeff Chandler, District 4, W.D. Altman, District 5, Susan Kerlock, District 6, Helen Averly, and the mayor's appointment is Joe Roddy. Lane was dismissed from his duties as chief after a lawsuit was filed by 3 former female Jesup Police Department employees who makes allegations of sexual harassment and sexual misconduct by Chief Lane while working under his leadership. That eventually led to him being terminated. Allegations led to 2 investigations into the accusations. One was conducted by the Liberty County Sheriff's Department, who concluded that Lane did in fact violate his duties as chief of police and admitted to having inappropriate conversations with a female employee, but he stated that he was not talking about the employee herself, but about another woman. Second investigation was conducted by the GBI, but that report remains on the District Attorney Keith Higgins' desk. As of today, no word from the DA on whether or not he'll file criminal charges in the case against Mike Lane. Again, WIFO continues to follow the story as it develops. All 3 women making the accusations and filed the lawsuit against the city of Jesup, against Mike Lane, and against the city manager, Mike Deal. They are Patricia Brantley, the daughter of former fire chief Billy Brantley, the late Billy Brantley. Other 2 women are Gracie Conard and Gracie Strady, 2 of the former Jesup police officers now employed as officers with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Once again, the hearing is set for Monday, March 15th, 9:30 a.m. Again, WIFO will be on hand and we'll have full reports beginning next week. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor or the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Board of Education set to meet Monday at 1 p.m. It's the governance training for the Board of Education and new school superintendent, Dr. Sean Kelly. They'll have the governance training along with Dr. Sam King of the Georgia School Boards Association. All that's at 1 p.m. on Monday. As promised, Jesup Mayor David Earl Keith and City of Jesup Council have put up the caution signs at the Orange Street Railroad crossing where that bump in the track is. That's what the signs warn as you approach the tracks, a big yellow sign with the word bump on it. City had the signs ordered. The signs are up on CSX property, hoping to get their attention, have them come back and repair the railroad track as they promised they would do. Once again, the city asked that you slow down as you approach the track. Now the signs will be a reminder to do just that. Also, City of Jesup making progress on their pool at Craig Williams Park as they hope to have it completed and see people enjoying the pool once again. All the dirt is out. It's being pressure washed. The city has hired a consultant to help with the health department as it has to pass inspection from the health department before it can be open to the public. But progress continues. Sooner rather than later, a pool will be available for the public at Craig Williams Park. Again, the governor's office this week released new outlines for the vaccine. Governor Kemp on Wednesday outlined new plans that allows Georgians as young as 55 and others with high-risk medical conditions to be eligible to receive the vaccine beginning Monday. State officials say this will mean an additional 3.3 million Georgians will be eligible for the vaccine. They also state the listed high-risk conditions will likely make the vast majority of Georgia adults qualified to get the shots. Lengthy list of health conditions, all too common for Georgians, ranges from cancer, heart conditions, diabetes, high blood pressure, pregnancy, and asthma. Also eligible are those who are overweight and obese. Federal study shows about 2/3 of Georgians are now eligible for the vaccine. Even those who don't qualify might still sign up. State officials didn't announce any screening criteria or enforcement methods, leaving it up to local providers to ensure that the recipients qualify for the vaccine. Soon it might not matter, as the governor says he hopes to expand the vaccine eligibility to all adults by early April. In a news conference this week announcing the change, Kemp urged people who will be eligible to book an appointment as soon as possible. Once again, the new qualifications begins this coming Monday. Georgia's top judge has cleared the way for jury trials in the state of Georgia to resume immediately as long as adequate precautions against the spread of the coronavirus are in place. Order signed Tuesday by Georgia Supreme Court Justice Harold Milton extends the statewide judicial emergency resulting from the pandemic. It allows courts to call new jurors and hold jury trials. Milton suspended the jury trials when he first declared a statewide judicial emergency nearly a year ago on March 14th, 2020. He lifted that suspension back in October, but reinstated on December 23rd because of a surge in coronavirus cases. Once again, the order signed Tuesday allows jury trials in the state of Georgia to resume immediately. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or other commercial messages. So please final notes and news. The Wayne County School System and its employees want to thank the hospital administrator, Joe Roddy, and the whole hospital staff for coordinating with the school system this week for the first round of vaccines given to school employees from the Wayne County School System. The employees will return in 28 days for their second shot. Once again, teachers able to get their vaccine shots this week, and the school system able to coordinate with Wayne Memorial Hospital for their employees to receive their shots. Saturday will mark 2 months since 31-year-old Jerry Davis was brutally shot and killed in his home on Oglethorpe Road in Wayne County. That murder is still unsolved as of today. GBI states it's still under investigation. And again, they're encouraging anyone with information about the killing to contact the tip line at 800-597-8477. Again, that's 800-597-8477. Or you can call the Kingsland office at 912-729-6198. Or you can also contact the Wayne County Sheriff's Department at 427-5970. Again, Davis was shot multiple times, killed at his residence back on January 13th of this year. It was the first murder in Wayne County during the year 2021. According to the report, he was shot again multiple times. Once again, the GBI encouraging anyone with information about the killing to come forward and contact that tip line at 800-597-8477. Again, tomorrow marks 2 months since the murder occurred. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morganson, have a great day.